Ronald Koeman that he's been playing with 2 broken ribs the past few weeks. Is that the case? How's he been getting through it?
Well, look, I don't think it's. Yes, he had. You saw when he went off. Everybody saw it. When he went off, which game was it? Home, yeah, Southampton. Yeah, when he went off, that Birch would not leave the pitch without any major problems, I would say. So, but it settled pretty quick, and that's how it is. But it's yeah. Football players have to play very often with some kind of pain. That's how it is. But it is exactly, that's not too important. But we are all happy that if he don't say anything about it, that then Mr. Koeman can, that he has something to talk about in the press conference, so that's good. But yeah, all good. He has no problems with that anymore.
Looking ahead then to the game, we obviously know that you and Dave Wagner are pretty good friends. What have you made of Huddersfield's start to the season, given that the 6 points worse off than at the same stage last season?
Yeah, maybe first of all I have to say the most important thing. Happy birthday, Dave. Yeah, it's his birthday today. 47, for people that don't know. I know with the grey beard he looks a bit older. That's like me, but it's only 47. The season is... there are 2 seasons actually they play in the moment. The one is result-wise, the other one is performance-wise, and they are in a good shape. And I know it's quite difficult for people who don't watch the games that you then realize that the team has 3 points and lost most of the games. That then you talk about quality and stuff like that. But I can tell you one little story. When we started our analyze meeting, and our pre-match analyst came in and we have a seat, and then he said, "They are much stronger than you would imagine." So that was his words, not mine. And because I knew it before, that's why I use the word trap. If you have a look on the table, yeah, then you can think one team 20, the other team 3 points. That it's a clear situation, but it isn't, because they had more possession against Tottenham. People are maybe not interested in that, but that's a big step. They promoted with playing football. They stayed in the league last year, and I say this year it's the strongest side and the strongest football they played so far, the best football they played so far, and that's what makes it really difficult. And how you can imagine, I speak a lot to Dave, not this week, but all the other weeks, and so I know the atmosphere in the club is still brilliant. So there will be an outstanding atmosphere in Huddersfield, and we need to be ready for a really tough game. They defend in different systems. They play football, and so far they struggled with scoring goals. But that's pretty much all. And how we all know things, we always hope that things like that change for ourselves. So we have to at least to think that's possible that it will change for other teams as well. So we need to be ready for that after international break, with all these different styles, systems, situations, little injuries, bigger injuries, stuff like that, coming together, having 2 days to prepare a game, playing against the team of more or less downstairs in the table, and then it's like, wow, okay. So that's a big challenge, and we need to be ready for that. And how I said, we had yesterday and today, and tomorrow we need to be ready. That's the job.
Okay, Simon, have you sent him a present, David, at all?
No, we don't make presents anymore. We passed that age, but. I hope I don't have one tomorrow, to be honest. Yeah.
I was going to ask you whether you're worried about David or not. Well, given what you've just said, are you more worried about what they could do to you rather than his own personal experience?
Oh, there's no reason to be worried about Dave's situation at Huddersfield. Getting promoted with Huddersfield, I use the words of a friend, is a miracle. Staying in the league is a miracle. And now this year, if he stays in the league, then he has a hat-trick for miracles. And if people are now waiting for the 3rd time and think, well, what are they doing? How people often talk about football, you can't help these people, but these people don't work at Huddersfield. So they obviously they came there because they found a situation where they work together in the best way they can, and they trust, rightly so, Dave with 100%. So, and that's all. And in this specific case, I think we can say that because yeah, Liverpool could be managed by a lot of managers because it's an outstanding team and a fantastic club. But I don't think that any other manager in the world could have done the job Dave did with Huddersfield so far. Nobody needed Huddersfield in the Premier League, but now they are there because they did what they did. They lived their dreams still. And that makes it really difficult. That makes it difficult because I don't think they lose confidence that early. They will be. They knew each player who they signed. They knew before the season it will be hard. So they were ready for that before the season started, and now they fight for it, and that's what we expect. That's what I tell the boys, without making them bigger than they are, and not because Dave is my friend, only because I know more about the story because he's my friend. So, but I saw it, I watched it, and it's great what they do. And you see the game against Tottenham. We played Tottenham a lot of times, and we have problems. It's what is normal. But in this game, two situations decided the game, and they could have scored by themselves as well. So that's it. That's football, and we need to be ready. So I'm not worried about Dave's situation at Huddersfield because there's no reason for it. But and I'm not worried about us going to Huddersfield. But I have to say the things I see. I cannot ignore the quality of an opponent. Only that people feel better before the game and think it will be an easy game. It will not be an easy game. It will be the opposite. And if we are ready for that. If we are at our best, if we do what we are good in, then it's difficult for Huddersfield. Then that's clear. But first of all, we have to do it.
Jurgen, I know there was quite a lot of negativity about the injuries on this international break, but can you take any positives from it? Gini's goal, Harry Wilson's free kick, and the youngsters that trained there this week as well?
Oh, since the Man United game, we know about Harry Wilson's free kick skills. I knew it before, but that was quite impressive and live on telly. Gini's goal is not a big surprise to this kind of game. I texted after the game with Virgil, and first with Virgil and then with Gini, and Virgil told me he should have scored a second one, which I didn't see that chance. So, but I told him. And so that's all good. If they would have been here and we would have played, it's not unlikely that they would have scored here. So I think it was you all made a lot of it about my comments about the Nations League, stuff like that, and people, everybody has his opinion about, but all the things they say is exactly what I think it's too much in that competition. Because they say now we have proper games, now we have that, real opponents, and it's better than having any friendlies and stuff like that. That sounds all good, but it's like you don't want to see, or yeah, maybe people want to see Joshua fighting every second night. Well, it's not possible. But they would say, oh, another fight, nice, this week and there, and then next week he fights in Leeds, and then in Manchester, and then he fights there. It's not possible. Nobody asked for it. In no other sports, if you play American football, you have a summer break that's longer than our season nearly. Sorry, but it's not that long, but it's a real proper break. In each sports you play, basketball, they have a summer league, whatever it is, and they come together. So it's everywhere. And only football, because everybody seems to be interested in it. Now we only have big competitions, and we can get promoted and relegated. And now when Wales play Ireland, then it's they play for something, and the atmosphere in the stadium is different. So at one point, we only have to think: do we really want to be? Do we want to have opera every night, or every 2 months, or whatever? So that's the question. We have to be careful. That's all what I said. I don't say I like competition, of course, but at one point somebody has to step back and think, okay, wait. They are players, they play it. I want to watch it, but if they don't perform, then I'm angry. So how can we make sure that they perform? That was all what I wanted to say. The Nations League itself is a good idea. Do it with another sport. So, because in football there's no space for it, from my point of view. But I realized already that I could have told my coffee machine, because nobody's really interested in what I say. It's still my opinion. I cannot change that. It's only about that we only have highlights now. It's highlight. So where's the rest? When can we have normal things? That's it. That's all what I was talking about. But if everybody's happy with it, we'll stay like this.
Guys, we'll see you very much. Oh, sorry, Vinny.
Private.
If you have a message for the Boston Red Sox after reaching the World Series.
Congratulations. I don't understand that game. Sorry. I'm really happy they reached the final, because I saw only one game. They lost it, which they thought they cannot lose that game. But everybody told me. But obviously baseball is like football, you can lose each game, and they did at night. And so I thought maybe it was about me, but now everything is fine, and they're in the final, and it's great. I don't know, opponent, maybe. Never heard that name, these names before. So I'm in football, obviously idiot, so I don't know a lot about other sports. So, but I think reaching a final is good in each sport, so congratulations.
Thank you.